Hi, Shauna here from Dancing Raven Studio. Welcome to Acrylic Painting 101 Basics for Beginners. Today is Lesson 9, and in Lesson 9 I'm going to introduce you to the idea of chroma. We're going to use that value scale that we created in Lesson 8. This is part of how many times we're going to use it in the next few lessons. And the link for that is below if you haven't seen Lesson 8. And we're going to make this beautiful chart. Grab your pencil, your ruler, your paintbrush, and let's get going. So here we start our yellow chroma chart. We're using Cadmium Yellow Medium. And you'll notice that I'm putting the larger blob right there, sort of one step over, because Cad Yellow Medium is a value 8 straight out of the tube. I'm taking some white and I'm making a value 9 of the Cad Yellow Medium. So I'm using what I call YYR, which is yellow, yellow, red, which is 50% burnt umber, 50% raw umber, to create a value string of the Cad Yellow Medium. This is sort of halfway in between that low chroma yellow and the low chroma orange, which burnt umber is a low chroma orange, and I've mixed it so that it's halfway in between, which is where Cadmium Yellow Medium is at. So I'm making my value string. I'm testing it against that value strip that I have. I have hundreds of those value strips and I use them all the time. They make my life so much easier. So we're at value 4. Now, raw umber and burnt umber, straight out of the tube, is a value 2. So what I got out of that tube, and I've mixed it up and put it in my own paint tube, is a value 2. So I work on value 3, and then I put it out from the tube to get value 2. And then I add a little bit of that bone black to get value 1. Now I've cleaned the white away and I'm just adding the values of the neutral grays right to the value 1. So the goal here is to make a chroma chart. I'm not changing the value of each of the colors. There is a handout below that you can get the link for how to make this chart and with the measurements and everything. So I'm just adding the pure neutral grays on the chroma 0 area. You can see that along the bottom it says 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 0 is the neutral gray. On the numbers along the side are the values. So we're on value 9, remembering that the most chromatic point of this color will be in the value 8 scale. So I felt like this was a value 10. I wasn't sure that it was a value chroma 8. Chroma. I'm doing chroma here, not value. I am doing value, but chroma is what we're focused on. So along I go, and I've just added that neutralized gray to gray down the color and bring that chroma down. It's still a yellow, even though it's almost gray. Cad Yellow Medium, its chroma, according to Golden and this particular brand, is 16. That is one of the highest chroma colors you can get, which means working with it can be a real challenge, because if it's so chromatic, you have to work really hard to bring it down into a more realistic yellow. So now I'm moving down 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2. So Now I'm moving on to value 7. Value 7, it's dropped its chroma. As soon as I darkened it, it dropped its chroma. I felt like it dropped it 1, but I could be wrong. So we're just, again, taking that neutralized value 7 and putting it across the chart. Now, if you are interested in exploring more chroma charts, Nielsen Carlin on YouTube at the link below has done a fabulous series, a Munsell color value wheel that's very pretty. I've done it. And a whole series of chroma charts over on his channel. And if you're at all interested in exploring this, head on over to his YouTube site and check out those videos. He's been doing it for 25 years or more. I've only been introduced to Munsell in the last, really started focusing in on the last year. So I'm at the beginner stages. I can show you this, but Nielsen can really take you further. In fact, one of the things he does is he has all of his sheets with value 5 neutralized gray as the background. So now we're down to value 3, and you can see that we're stepping. Our chroma is dropping right off the darker it gets. And then we are at value 1. This chart is the widest chroma that I have so far in my charts. 16 is really chromatic, which is why yellow can be hard to work with. And then we step down, and the outside is our value. And then this is our chroma. And look at how beautiful. Even though we're right next to the gray, you can still see there's a hint of that yellow. And I find that quite fascinating. To receive the handout for each of the lessons, head on over to my website, dancingravenstudio.ca. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next art video.